Welcome back Pokefans to Pokémon Legends Arceus Part 15. Last episode we made our way to Fire Spit Island, and in this episode we will have to actually battle or go against Arcanine, who is actually frenzied. Now as you can see, I'm actually in Cobalt Coastlands. I have just been exploring a lot, just trying to see if we can find any new Pokemons. Now I did find Piplups right in this pond. As you can see, there are two of them and you can easily go ahead and catch them. There are quite a few new Pokemons in this island. This is one. You do have a few of the Toxicroaks. All you have to do is go up right over here, and this island is actually having one hill. Now you won't be able to climb it, but you will at least be able to go all the way around, and you will be able to find a alpha mothim right here. So if you want to catch one, all you have to do is come all the way around to the back, and you should be finding it right over here. Alright, since I am not catching it, I will just go past around it. It's actually back over there. As you can see, the red eyes. Now you will be only able to climb half the way through. I think you do need to have another noble Pokemon before you get to climb these mountains. Anyway, the other place is right over here. You will find more Toxicroaks right around here as well. And if you go near the beach, you will be able to find some Octilleries as well as I think Celio and even a special Pokemon. Let me go ahead and show that. Yeah, right here. So you do have the Alpha Empoleon. So if you want to catch one into your team, it will be around level 65. So you can actually go ahead and catch it. Now I have caught it for my team. I do have one. I'm not actually using it for now. And mainly in this episode, I will go ahead and go against Arcanine, as well as try to see if I can evolve all the Pokemons with Hisuian forms. Anyway, let me just come right over here. In the end, we have another Wisp, and I should actually make my way to Fire Spit Island. I'll go ahead and just heal my Pokemons and just drop out all of my items in the storage, and then I'll make my way back to Fire Spit Island. Now I did find some really good Pokemons. As you can see, I do have a Dusknoir, a Magnezone, as well as a Rhyperior. All of these you can actually find in the space-time drift right over here in Cobalt Coastlands. I did find a Alakazam as well. So if you do get a space-time drift, you can actually catch all of these Pokemons. Anyway, other than that, I think I don't really have any other new Pokemons caught. But all of the Pokemons right here in Pasture 6 is the new Pokemons I just caught after recording the last episode. Let me go ahead and switch out my Pokemons, and we can actually make our way back to Fire Spit Island. Alright, now that we are here, I do want to actually go ahead and save my game before we go ahead and go into the arena. Now I'm quite excited for this, since this time the arena is actually much smaller. I feel like they're actually reducing the space that you have in each of these battles. Now we did see the structure of the arena, and it's actually much restricted since it's in a shape of 5 diamonds. So I think it's going to be much trickier to actually dodge. Also, I am actually hoping to not faint even once in this battle. At least I'm hoping for that. Or let's see how it actually goes. Alright, so here we are. And here is the frenzied Arcanine that we're going to be going against. And it looks so cool. Alright. And our battle is going to be starting. I've also gone ahead and kept my water type Pokemon in the beginning. I have Samurott in the starting. So let's see how this goes. Now as you can see, it does take some time for it to actually charge up, but we do have this space of at least 5 seconds where we can actually throw the bombs at it. Alright, that was actually my first hit. Thankfully I was able to dodge this one, and it's gonna be coming again. Alright, the much closer I am, the much easier it is actually to dodge. The minute you see the sparkle in its eye, that's the minute you have to actually get ready to dodge. And if you see this 5 balls, it's better you actually hit your bombs at it. As you can see, I was almost failing at it. Thankfully we did it, and now we can actually throw out a Pokemon to go into a battle. As I have my Samurott in the beginning, I'll go ahead and use Hydro Pump. This is actually the new water type move. I actually thought it just before coming over here. Of course, it actually misses the very first time it tries to use it. Thankfully, it did not miss the second time, and we actually one-shot the Arcanine. Alright, so this is actually the perfect time to hit it with as much as bombs as you can, since you can see that the meter is going down so faster. Alright, that was actually a miss. I thought I was gonna be dodging that one. But I guess we can actually go ahead and take our time whenever we get. Alright, I'm almost done with 2 bars, which is awesome. Now let's see how this one goes. So I think it usually goes much trickier since after you complete the first 2 bars. And right here it's actually blocking us from going through, so we have to battle it in the small space. And if you do go near the fire, it actually affects you as well. Unfortunately, oh okay, I actually missed that one. Okay, that was really nice. Now as you can see, it's actually standing in the other side. I'm actually worried about those 5 fireballs that it might start any moment. Yeah, it's right over here, and I am not able to actually hit it. Okay, I just hit it once, but okay, it's gonna be hitting now, so let me just try and be as far away from it as possible. Ouch. Okay, I'm actually in the red. Let me try this. At least we took it down 3 bars, so now if we do faint, we have to just worry about that 1 bar, right? Let me try this one. I'm really trying to be careful. Unfortunately, I did get hit right here and I did faint, but that's alright. At least I was able to bring it down to 3 health. Or I'm sorry, it means 1 health. So let me continue the battle, and I'll go ahead and not reset the gauge. It will be just 1 bar for now on. And let's hope we can actually defeat it now. I think it's gonna be much easier since we just have 1 bar to finish. For some reason it didn't go down even though I hit it with so many bombs. Okay, now at least it's working. Right, none of those hit it. Let me try this one near. Alright, so that was quite lucky. I didn't get hit till now. Alright, and it's gonna be coming my way. Awesome. Alright, so I'm not actually getting hit. I'm being really careful, and I think it's almost done. 2 more bombs and I should be able to get it down. And we did it. Alright, so I think this is the last one, and we have a cutscene. There we go. So we were able to easily defeat it. Alright. So that's the 3rd Lord Frenzy quelled. And Arcanine in this game looks so nice. I really like the design pattern for it. So I'm actually hoping to get one for myself. And here are the others, including Palina. And I'm quite happy that we were able to quell its anger. And this design is actually really amazing. I really like the contrast of colors. Now we do get the flame plate. Alright. What could possibly lie on the other side of the rift, I wonder? And there is the voice again. What? Was that two different Arcanine cries just now? Oh, okay, that seems like it's an apparition right there. Wow, it's actually gone. Alright. Oh, now I understand. My little Growlithe. Ah, no, I misspoke. Lord of the Isles, Arcanine. You and I must live apart so that we may attend our separate duties. Alright, I guess they have come to an agreement, which is nice. Now, all will be well. You're strong. Far stronger than me, in fact. From now on, let us each strive to fulfill our duties as Lord and Warden. Now go, Lord Arcanine, your realm awaits. Alright, so I guess Arcanine is not gonna be here anymore. And it's actually gonna go somewhere else, maybe. Was I the only one who felt like they heard the cry of a previous Lord Arcanine earlier? Oh, how odd. I certainly didn't. Please, I do hope you're joking. I'm easily scared as it is. What am I to do if I start hearing the cries of ghosts all the time? No need to worry, Iskan. I only kid. I also heard the voice of the previous Lord calling out to us. It seems I wasn't the only one watching over his young pup this whole time. Alright. Dashi, you have my heartfelt thanks for helping my dear little one, the new Lord Arcanine. I'm sorry to ask even more of you, but please look after Irda as well. Alright, no problem. Now then, Iskan, I believe we would better set off. And I guess they're gonna be leaving us right here. Dashi, I wasn't much use just watching from the side, was I? You know, when Lena wouldn't raise Growlithe to be the new lord and people in our clan were doubting her fitness as a warden, I urged her to put Growlithe through the proper training, but she snapped at me. This Pokemon saw his own father die, she told me. Is it a warden's duty to force a child in such pain through that training? Those words left me with much to consider. And even when Arcanine became Lord of the Isle and grew frenzied, all I could do was watch. What about the bombs, though? I mean, she did help us create them. Please, all I did was arrive late and explain about the bombs, something you could have done without me. Is it so praiseworthy? Do I deserve to be recognized for such a slight contribution? I took on lordship of the Pearl clan so young, with no grand vision for what I should be. Still, I try to respect our old customs and sites, even as some call me old-fashioned for it. But watching you, I finally see. I know what I want to do. I want to protect this vast land of Hisui. Grant me another battle someday, Dashi. I want to battle alongside my partners so we can grow stronger enough to be of help to you. And to broaden the horizon of the world, I see. Alright. Looks like I've got Lena to thank for yet another lesson that I've learned. I should let her know. And hear more about her relationship with Warden Iskan while I'm at it. Here's where we part for now, Dashi. I need to get off this oven of an island. Alright. So our main goal for this episode is actually complete. I'm really happy with the outcome. I didn't really think that it would go that smoothly. Anyway, now that it's complete, I do want to go ahead and switch out all of my Pokemons as well as items. And now here are a few items that you might require if you want to actually evolve your Pokemons. The first one is going to be the black Archetype, and it's actually going to be helping you evolve your Scyther into Kelvor. And here we are going to have one for ourselves, and this is the first time I'm actually evolving one. These items are quite rare. You will be only able to find them when you track with the help of your Ursaluna. Anyway, that is the first evolution. Let me go ahead and bring it out. And it's quite huge. Alright, so it looks really cool. I really like this color palette on it. And the design is definitely awesome. Anyway, now that we have that, I think we can actually briefly just get distracted on this request. So we have a new request right here where this lady is actually gonna be requesting you to bring a bean cake. So you will be able to find the bean cakes randomly in one of those boxes that's actually laying around in the side of the beach. So I did find around 2 to 3. They're quite rare, but you can actually go around resetting the dates to morning, and you will be able to respawn them to try and see if you can get some. Alright, so I think the Piplup really liked this one, and wow, I think it's actually full. Anyway, Maris right here is going to be taking this Piplup back to Jubileef village and take care of it right over there, which is kind of really nice. And this request is complete. So we did see that we get a lot of items to complete this one, and I'm quite happy about it. Now the very next area I do want to go is right back over here. We do have to actually cross over. Last time when I was actually going around, I actually saw a unknown somewhere around here, so I did want to actually catch one. I think it's not in this side. I think we have to actually go around all the way. Let me actually climb the mountain right here and go all the way around. Alright, we just have to jump around with our word here. And here we have to actually go down. Alright, I think this is where I actually saw it. Let me go ahead and get this crystal before we check out. And there it is. So it's actually quite at the top. You won't be able to get it without a feather ball. As you can see, this is my wing ball. I didn't really have a feather ball, so I'm just going to be using my wing ball. Let's go ahead and actually focus on it. And yes, we were able to hit it. Alright. And there we go. We have the Be Unknown right over there. And I think we can actually make our way down. We don't really have any new Pokemons around here, but I do need some items to create some Pokeballs. So I'll just go ahead and pick up all of these iron chunks. Now I see that there are only a few Pokemons just spawning right here. It's usually the Magmar and Magby, as well as Gravelers. Nothing more. So I guess these are the only Pokemons that you'll find right here. Alright, I did come back to the camp and just store all of the items I collected back over there. Now I'm actually running around trying to find a Machoke. We did have a request which is actually asking us to complete the Pokedex for it. So they usually spawn around right over here in the beach. So if you do want to catch one for yourself, you can actually come right over here. Other than that, I think I can actually go ahead and evolve some of my other Pokemons. Now I did find a Growlithe, and this is actually near the place where we actually first met Palina. And since I do have a Firestone, I can actually go ahead and evolve this one. Alright, so we are going to be having our own Arcanine. Now this one is actually not a alpha. I'm actually still not sure where you can find a alpha Arcanine. I'm hoping in the future we can find one, and I do want to catch it. But here is its new move. It's going to be the Raging Fury, and let me go ahead and teach it. I do want to use it as well. Alright, since we do have 2 Pokemons, we can actually go ahead and evolve the others as well. I did have most of these Pokemons in my team before. I did catch them, but I was just waiting for some time to just make sure I have all of these items to evolve them before I decided to do this. Anyway, here is Arcanine. So it's actually quite big, and this is actually a normal Arcanine. I'm wondering how big the Alpha Arcanine would be. Alright, I'm actually looking around and there is no Machoke yet. They have not yet spawned. So I guess I would actually have to go back and come up over here the next day just to make sure that they are respawned. Alright, I did make my way back to the camp. Now I do want to evolve 2 of my Pokemons. One is Qwilfish right here, for whom you do need to use the move Barbarage 20 times in strong style to evolve it. And for Standler, you do need to use the move Psych Shield Bash 20 times in agile style to evolve it. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys as soon as they both are actually ready to evolve. Alright, as you can see, my Qwilfish is actually ready to evolve. I did go ahead and use the move 20 different times in strong style. And finally, we are going to be getting Overquill. So this is actually awesome since it's a new evolution for Qwilfish in Hisuian form. And here is Overquill. So it looks really weird. That's the one thing I can actually point out. Anyway, it does learn some new moves, as you can see, but we don't really have any specific move for it since it already knows Barbarage. Let me go ahead and bring it out so you can see the amount of size this has. It's quite large. I have never thought that its spikes would be this large. Maybe mostly because this is a alpha Pokemon, but it looks really weird. Anyway, this is Overquill, which is fantastic. Let me go ahead and try to evolve my Standler as well, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, as you can see, my Standler is actually ready to evolve. This actually took some time since Psych Shield Bash actually has only 10 PP, and every time you use a agile style it takes out 2 PP. Even though it took some time, here we have our Verdier. Alright, so this is going to be our very own one, other than the one that we actually summoned with the help of Celestica Flute. And even this one does not have a specific new move since it already has Psych Shield Bash. Now that we have evolved the Standler, I think we can actually go ahead and bring it out. It's quite huge as well since this one is a alpha and it looks exactly the same. I'm not sure what I was actually expecting. The next Pokemon I'm going to be evolving is going to be my Ursaring. I was able to find a Peatrock when I was going around with my Ursaluna. Now I think Ursaluna will only evolve if it's a full moon. So if the easy way for you to do this is just sleep, take rest every nightfall, and just check if your Peatrock is making sure that it is compatible with your Ursaring. And at one night at random it will actually say that it's compatible, and that's when you can actually go ahead and evolve it. So here is my Ursaluna. So it's quite big, just almost as the same size as my riding Ursaluna. Anyway, now that we have our own, we can go ahead and check its summary. It's actually going to be a ground type now, which is quite shocking for me. It's quite cool. Alright. The only Pokemon that's left is gonna be the Basculin, but I won't be able to actually evolve it right now. So it's gonna be just in my team, and I'll just try to level it up a little bit. Alright, since we have completed evolving all our Pokemons, I think we can actually go around completing a few of our requests. So first of all, I do want to just check out my Pokedex. As you can see, there are a lot of unreported tasks. So let me go ahead and go back to Jubilee Village. Alright, these are all the new Pokemons that I caught, or the Pokemons that I caught in before this episode. And that's a good bit of Pokemon-y. Not bad. I have been collecting a lot. I'm not quite sure what to spend it on, so I have been just keeping all of the Pokemon-y. Anyway, here is our Pokedex, and we have completed a lot. And we are actually ready to go for a next star. So that is nice. I actually forgot about that. So we can actually go ahead and get our 7th star in this episode. Let's go ahead and head back to Jubilee Village. Now, I think we had a lot of requests that we had accepted in the last episode, or the episode when we left Jubilee Village to go to Cobalt Coastlands. So we can actually try and complete them in this episode. The very first thing I want to do is talk to the Ginkgo Guild merchants right here to see if they have anything new. I guess not. Okay. Let me enter the Galaxy Hall then. Alright, here we are. And we have some new requests coming up as well. But before going and doing anything else, I will just go ahead and get my 7th star. Alright, so here we have it. This is quite nice. I think we can actually go ahead and have all the Pokemons obey us right now. That's a cool thing. We do get a new Pokeball, but no other items other than that. That's alright. We do get the recipe for it. Once we have enough items, we can actually go ahead and create some Pokeballs. The very next thing I want to do right now is go ahead and talk to Commander Kamado just to report out the incidents in the Fire Spit Islands. And I think we'll be completing this mission as well. You did well on your mission in Cobalt Coastlands. Your efforts there aided not only the Galaxy team but the Pearl Clan as well. I do hope your efforts will also have an impact on the space-time rift somehow. If you are able to get rid of that rift, it should clear any lingering doubts about your origin. Though how we might actually close the rift, I haven't the slightest idea. Remain true to the mission. Alright, so this mission is also complete. So I think we are going to be going back to the Wallflower to complete this day. And we are. Alright. If you notice that today's mochi tastes a bit different, well, that's because I used a Pokemon's flesh to roast them. Bon appetit. Alright, so that is today's special potato mochi. The birth of a new Lord Pokemon. What a sight that must have been. If only I had journeyed to this Fire Spit Island to witness the event myself. Could you even ride on a Basculegion in first place, Professor? Come on, you know my coordination is so poor I couldn't hit my own feet with a Pokeball. That's really bad. And I can't dodge Pokemon attacks to quite literally save my own skin. Of course I can't possibly ride atop a fearsome beast like Basculegion. That being said, we all do well to remember these wise words. Every striving soul is rewarded in the end. And strive I shall. For the sake of my research, I will surely ride a Pokemon one day and record the experience in our Pokedex for all posterity. Just you watch. Alright, So I did want to mention this. I might have actually misread some of the words. I do hope you guys will actually correct me on that. Anyway, here is the next day. And we have a new character right here. Alright. Good morning, good lady who comes from the sky. Commander Kamado told me to let you know he awaits your arrival in the office. And I guess we are going back to the commander's office right away. Here we are. And we have Adamant right here. Alright. Dashi, I have your next orders. You must go to the Cornet Highlands to quell another frenzied noble. Electrode. Oh, Lord of the Hollow. Alright, so I guess the next one is gonna be an Electrode. Electrode has the propensity to store electricity in its body, then unleash it. But since Electrode became frenzied, those electrical outbursts has become giant blasts. We'll be enlisting the Pearl Clan's aid in securing your safe passage to Electrode's seat. I've sent word ahead to Irda asking... No, you don't have permission to go up there. Oh, save it. As if I'll be stopped by the likes of you. Now, out of my way. And here we have a new character who's quite rude. Hey ho, Bossman Kamado. I thought it might slip your mind to send me an invite. So, I took the liberty of stopping by anyway. Meili, where are your manners? We are having an important conversation. Well, there's your issue right there, Adamant. How exactly do you intend to discuss Electrode without me? It's Mighty Warden, here to weigh in. There's no more to discuss. We've already asked Dashi to quell the Lord of Hollow. Come on, it is me you're trying to humiliate here or our clan. Besides, do you really think this flimsy little noodle can quell Electrode? Commander, I'm sincerely sorry for this heedless interruption. Pay it no mind. It seems a security corps personnel I trained myself could not stop one as capable Warden Meili. That being said, yes, it is clear that security corps needs even further rounding of training from me. Hear that, Meili? The security corps will sob themselves to sleep tonight thanks to you. The commander's sumo moves can even send boulders flying. Now, that will do. Dashi, you have your orders. See to it that Electrode is quelled. Warden Meili, of course, we do appreciate your help if there's anything you might assist with. Alright. Now go. So I guess this is gonna be our new mission in a new area. And we have to go down. Listen, Meili, the Galaxy team, well, at least Dashi is amazing and we'll prove it. Follow me outside. Alright, so we do have to go ahead and battle Adamant right here. And this is the first time we're going to be battling him. I'm quite excited for it. But before we leave, I do want to actually go ahead and accept all of these requests right here. And here is the first mission, which is trying to find Wanda back in Cobalt Coastlands. I guess just like I thought, she did actually lose her way over there. So when we go back over there to just explore and complete some requests, we can actually go ahead and find her. Alright, so this is gonna be repetitive, but I think we can go ahead and complete this easily. Alright, after this I think we had some requests in Professor Lavington's board as well. Let me go ahead and check out that. Alright, it seems like we have 4 new requests. So let me go ahead and accept all of them. And we can actually go ahead and try to complete some of them in this episode. Most of them is gonna be just small ones. Even this one as well. But the last one right here is gonna be quite special. and it's gonna be a really big one. Now this request is actually given to us by Professor Lavington, so he's actually gonna be talking about it right over here. So let's see what it's gonna be. I was strolling around the Prelude beach the other day when I saw something swimming a little way off out from the shore. Rather regrettably, it disappeared before I could snap a picture, but I can only assume this mysterious swimmer was a Pokemon. From the way it swam, it seemed like it was drifting out to the ocean currents. Now, if I'm not mistaken, from the sea behind Jubilife, that would take it to the Cobalt coastlands. Oh, we have to actually go back over there then. And it seems like he's talking about some specific Pokemon. Certain circumstances, I was thinking to actually talk to Gordon Iskan from the Diamond Clan. And here he is. Alright. I got your message, Professor Lavington. So, you're looking for a Pokemon that was swimming towards the Cobalt coastlands, yes? Well, I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you much based on that. But well, there's one thing I can tell you. I've heard long ago that the Cobalt coastlands was also known as the East Sea, and a princely Pokemon was said to live in the waters there. The story of the princely Pokemon was also called as the Sea's Legend, but no one knows much more about it either in the tome or in the tale. So I guess we have to actually go ahead and check out on this. And I'll see if we can actually do that in this episode. If not, we can actually check out this in the next episode. Alright, since all the requests are complete right here, we can actually make our way out. We do have to actually battle Adamant, so I do want to actually switch out my Pokemons and make sure I'm ready. I'll just go ahead and keep my Arcanine in the beginning. He is actually quite low leveled, and I do want to actually level him up a little bit. Let me go ahead and just save my game before we move out. Alright, so I'm really excited to battle him. Let me go ahead and do that. So his partner Pokemon is gonna be his Leafeon, so that's really awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to him, and we can actually start out this battle. Alright Dashi, go around with me. Alright, so I'm actually ready. Since I do have an Arcanine, I'm actually hoping to win this one. And he's actually asking Melee to actually check out our battle to see how good we are. Here we go. Now his Leafeon is actually gonna be level 36. He also has another Eevee who's gonna be level 18, which is gonna be kind of like his partner. Let me go ahead and try using Raging Fury. So this is the signature move for Arcanine, and it did do a lot of damage. Alright, so if I do get a chance to hit it again, we can actually take down this Leafeon quite easily. Or not. Alright, that was pretty bad. But let me see who I can actually bring out in place of my Arcanine. Now I did go ahead with Verdier, and it's quite easy for me to actually take down the Leafeon since it's already halfway through. All I have to do is just use Zen Headbutt. Thankfully it did hit it, and we did take down his Leafeon. Alright. I think since the Leafeon is already down, taking down this Eevee is going to be pretty easy. Now it did use Agile Style, which means it does get to go twice. I'll just go ahead with Psych Shield Bash. Why not? Since we can actually take it down in one hit. Here we go. Alright, so we have defeated Adamant. So it's quite nice. And let's see what Melee has to say for this. You see how good Dashi is now, yes? No more snickering at her. Now, I think our helper from the Pearl clan was going to meet you at the training grounds once you're ready. Till later, Dashi. Glad to have your help, as always. Melee, shift yourself. unless you want to get even more of an earful than you already due for. Come on Adamant, cut me some slack here. Dashi, join me in the survey corps office. We'll go over the particulars of your next mission. Alright, we are going back to Captain Silene's office. And we are getting briefed on our next mission. Thankfully, since we are at the 7th star, we are actually qualified to go over there right away. But I do want to actually go ahead and accept some new requests and complete some that we have already accepted before we go to a new area. I think it's kind of like a ritual by now. Every time we go to a new area, we usually go ahead and do 2 episodes of requests before we go over there. So I'm actually hoping to reduce that to 1 episode and try to see how much requests we can complete over here. Of course, the very first thing is I think I can just go ahead and talk to this little girl right here. She did ask us to show her a complete Pokedex for Magikarp, and I have actually completed it. So we can actually go ahead and talk to her to complete her request. Alright, so she is calling herself a Magikarp professor, and Sankwa actually created that statue for Magikarp, which is kind of cool. And I guess this is also a reference to the Magikarp jump game that we had. Alright, so that is kind of cool. Anyway, she is asking for Gyarados as well, but thankfully that's not a part of this request. And yes, we are completing this request. The very first thing I do want to do after that is go ahead and talk to this shopkeeper. You might remember that he asked us to bring 3 pots. I actually don't have it in my storage as always, so I guess I'll go ahead and talk to Arezu right here. She also has a new request for us, and she actually wants us to give her some inspiration on her new hairstyles. And she wants to see a Mischievous. Alright, we have not seen that Pokemon till now. I guess we'll see it in the next area that we're going to. So if we do see it, we'll go ahead and catch one for her. The next one is gonna be the request from Annette right here. She did ask us for Shellos. We did catch a blue Shellos as well as a pink one. So I can just go ahead and show them to her. The pink one is gonna be the first, and then we have to go ahead and select the blue one. Alright, I do have caught 2 of them, so I can just go ahead and select one. And here they are side by side. I actually like the blue one a lot more, as its design is quite unique for me. But I do believe that a lot of people like the pink one as well. I guess she is gonna be having a new clothing line for us after showing these 2 different Shellos. That's gonna be quite cool. And let's see if she's gonna be having anything else for us as well. We have completed this request, so let me go ahead and talk to her again. I also want to see the new kinds of clothes that we are gonna be getting soon. Alright, she actually has a new request for us again, which is kind of cool. She does want to see a Wormadam. Alright, we do have all the 3 Wormadams, so I guess I can just go ahead and select one of them. And we have one right here, so let me go ahead and select it. Now, I never looked closely towards this Wormadam design, but I think it's quite interesting. I mean, it looks really cool. I do want to check out the other 2 as well. But since we have completed this request, I think we'll have another new cloth line as well. Let me go ahead and talk to her to just check out the new designs or patterns that we're gonna be having. Now I think it's mostly gonna be the kimono tops that's gonna be having the new designs, as I did see these caps before. Now let me go ahead and just buy a handkerchief. I'll just take this pine one since it does match my current outfit. Also, let me go ahead and see the everyday kimono that we have here. Not only do we have the different colors, I think we'll have the different patterns for this as well. But I'm not going to be buying any. As you can see, we do have the suits which we did have from before. But we do have the karate suits as well now. Anyway, since this is all the same, I think I can actually go ahead and head out. We do have a few other requests to complete. All of these items I did see them before, but I don't really want to buy any of them right now. Maybe if we go to another new area, then we might actually go ahead and buy them. Alright, so my shopping is done. Let me go around. Now we have another new request right here. So I think this was the pickling lady who had actually taken our Geodude. And yes, she is. Alright, she is having a new proposal to us. And she wants us to gather a new item. Alright, I guess she wants Octillery. So we do have to catch one. And let me see, if I do find one in Cobalt Coastlands, I'll just go ahead and catch one. And I think we have to actually complete its Pokedex as well. Yes, we do need to show her the completed Pokedex for it. Let me go ahead and just check on it. I think I have it almost completed. I'll just check on that once. And yes, we do have it as research level 9. So I guess I just have to go ahead and battle a few of them and it will be complete. Now the very next request to complete is gonna be right over here in the photography shop. You might remember that the person right here had actually asked us to check out on a certain Pokemon. And we can actually go ahead and show that to him right now. Alright, it's actually gonna be a Duskull. Since I do have it right here, let me go ahead and show it to him. And finally, we have this request completed as well. Alright, so I have never used this shop actually. I do want to go ahead and try it sometime. Maybe in the next episode, we can actually go ahead and do that as well. Alright, so this request is complete. Let me go out. Let me go ahead and empty my satchel and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, I've gone ahead and bought in 3 pot pots. So we can actually go ahead and try to complete the request for the shopkeeper. And yes, we do have to actually enter the Galaxy Hall and go back to the person to whom we had given the 3 healthy grains last time. Let me go ahead and go over there. I think it's gonna be right down over here. We do have to go below. And we don't really have any other request right here. Alright. Let me just talk to this guy. I've never seen him before right here. Maybe he will have a request in the future. Anyway, here is the guy we had to actually talk to. As usual, he is quite angry. I guess he is angry because of not having the items. Since we do have it right over here, I'm hoping that we complete this request as well. Alright, we have bought the pop pots. And I think I actually collected around 30 of them. Which is quite helpful anyway. I'm hoping that we will be able to use it in something else. And since we did give it to him, I'm just excited to see what we get for completing this request. Of course, we do have to actually report back to the shopkeeper in order to actually complete this request. So let me go ahead and head out back over there. Alright, we're almost over there. And yeah, for some reason this guy does not have a pointer of that request, so that's kind of suspicious. Anyway, now that we have completed it, I think we'll have some more items to buy in the shop. Let's go ahead and check out what items we get. And it seems like he has another request for us. Okay. Alright, let's see what he needs this time. I bet it's gonna be another item that we might get in the next area. It's gonna be crunchy salt, which we haven't yet seen. Yeah, so I think it's gonna be in the next area. Alright, so we do get a lot of items, especially the hyper potion, revive. I think it's the full heal. I know that these items were not there here before, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, since we have done that, I think we can actually go ahead and end out this episode over here. In the next episode, we can complete the other requests. Thank you all for watching my videos. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.